Hey, how's it going? I'm just checking in for a minute. I'm actually hanging out outside, but I got to make this quick because I'm doing some hanging out with some friends today, taking a break. But here's the thing, I didn't want to leave people clueless either, and I just don't, I'm going to tell you something. I don't want you to get mad at me because I know you YouTube uh, junkies are crazy. You're all crazy, man. But anyway, and you comic fans are nuts, and you just get mad and do it. I think he wee weed in the house again, and I think he did it out of. I just brought him way out in the woods, and he peed till he had no more pee. I hope it's not. Can you please? Can you? I'm podcasting. Can you throw something on it real quick? Vinegar. Throw some vinegar on that shit real quick, will you please? And then there's a mop thing. Clean. All right, cool. Otherwise, I was gonna do it. Animals, but anyway, yeah, don't get mad at me. I know you guys are gonna be mad because everybody I told this got mad. So I'm gonna start out with here was page one, right? And it's kind of cool, but I got looking at it and it's too dark, man. It's just too dark, and the clouds. I don't know. I didn't like it. I mean, and it's going to be shrunk down and reproduced. It's going to be even darker. You know what I mean? Too much black, just black. You know what I mean? So I would, and so here's the thing. Don't get mad at me, but I started over again. But you think you're going to be happy, because I just wanted to. I wanted a little more delicacy to it and the right touch, and I want to keep it light. You know what I mean? I don't want tons of black everywhere. So I think you're gonna like this, and you can let me know. I can pretty much show this now because it's done. Page one is redone completely, and it's still good. You know what I mean? It's just not. It didn't have the right touch, but I am not going to change because this. Wait till you see page one. Just wait till you see page one. Also, I did okay putting in the word bubbles, but I kind of did it as a last minute thing instead of planning out where it was going to be, and that's my fault. So I'm doing that a little more carefully now too. So here is page one now. And it is much lighter now. And I'm using more illusion, like because here, like I'm trying to add everything, you know what I mean? And I'm trying, and I should be making the person's brain fill in a lot of the detail. So I'm trying to go with the style, and I'm changing my style for this, so it's not easy. But I'm trying to do something where uh, um, it's like highly stylized, and it's a more of what can I leave out and make the human brain, because I want to meet deadlines, you know what I mean? And I don't want, if I was like working, I don't know, if I had more time and I wanted to do dark nice black panels with a good colorist, you know what I mean, and all that stuff, I would. And maybe some people are good. I know there's some old I think his name was it Bosco or somebody like that, had a really good like style back in the 50s. Of the guy just blacked out so much, like almost everything, with just left little highlights, even people's faces and stuff. It's very theatrical type lighting that this guy was really good at. You know what I mean? I'm not. That's not my style. So, but here it is now. And my point is to see that when I put that's pretty much all I have to do is fill in his hand and the gun, and where the lettering is going to be, and I'm penciling this in. I'm not inking it so that I can erase it. I can just write when I send it to the letterer, who I know, Humphrey Bear. You're probably wondering where the hell I've been, but I'm not gonna, I'm not a child, so I'm not always gonna tell everybody what I'm doing. And I've said it in my videos before. Just know that I'm always doing something. Trust me, man. So I might not be like telling everybody what I'm gonna do, like Trump, I guess, in that respect. But my point is now, like, if you look at the water, all there is the, oh, and I want to say I did look at Michael Turner Fathom. You know what I mean? Not because I'm going to have an overall C tone, which they do spend a lot of time in their sub, which has some alien technology in it, so it can go really fast underwater. I made their sub even sleeker. You know what I mean? And I figured I'm going to start over. I might as well refine it even more. It's got light, you know, or there's where you sit right there at the helm. There's like a glass, you know, a big thick glass bubble, kind of like windshield. You know what I'm saying? You can exit through this thing in the back, and or come out the top of it. There's a lift and stuff, everything in here. Like you know, I'm gonna draw the interior of the sub, but basically, right there, he's deflecting 2 of the 50 cal round, or yeah, 2 of them off of his shield, and I'm trying to look at it and show you. You know what I mean? And I just hinted at the water. So I looked at Fathom a little bit, and, you know, he would show the ocean and just like a trail behind the boat or something, you know, with some little hints at waves here and there. So that's what I'm doing. And this is more graceful, the way I want it to look. I really like this pose. Don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? But once again, too dark. You know, I'm keeping it really light. That's you're gonna get really, you know, I might throw in a couple little more shadows here and there, like behind him, underneath some of these, you know, like, you know, these mold, it would be like molding or something, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm keeping it ever so light, and this is done nicely. There's not white out all over everything, and you know what I mean? It's more elegant. It has more of a style. I'm not changing the cover, you know, however, you know, covers staying the same, but this is what I'm going for now. See the moon, and once I put that in, your mind will know when I put the craters in and stuff, that's the moon, and that it's nighttime. I don't have to blacken. I'm not going to blacken everything out anymore. I'm trying to, and, you know, which isn't my style, but that's, you know what I mean? This is the process of doing a comic book. So there it is, and I am not changing. Like, I really like this. A colorist could go into this, man, and just, you know what I mean? It's very simple, straightforward. You know what I mean? It's bright. You know what I mean? It's you know, I'm keeping it. You know, I'm basically doing a more of a Rob Liefeld type thing where I'm you know, instead of you know, I'm basically, you know, just keeping a very stylized, like, you know, detail, like, I don't know even how to explain what I'm trying to say. Like, not necessarily realistic, just like, you know what I mean? And that way, you know what I mean, I can meet deadlines, like, you know, and once I you know, draw pages and pages of this, man. So there's that. Now I've already set the background to where I don't have to shade. I can do darker things if I want to, like pages or whatever, but I've set the background or the stage now for, like, you know, as I do page 2 and 3, like, I don't like everything doesn't have to be like dark and black like that, you know what I mean? That's kind of, you know, I do like it. It's not bad, but I like this better, and it saves pens and ink and everything like that, you know. So I just wanted to show that I've done page 1, and I even, you know, I show the blast from the 50 cal on the boat launching, and there he's like, it's going to be like, you know, pazing, pazzow, bah, 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 and then and I've planned out where where the letters go better, so it doesn't look like I threw it all in there at the last minute. It's going to be nice. It's going to be much more organized and easy. You know what I mean? And my letterer is going to very easily. I don't even have to take the pencil out. He'll just know what it's going to say there, and he can probably white out that. You know what I mean? And pop whatever lettering he wants to go in there. Hey, Nebby Lord. Yeah, I think this is much better. I like it. It's so much lighter, and the moon and the cloud. Everybody's told me they really like this. That like, you know what I mean. This is it right here. And you know, I was trying to get to this place. I was like, man, what can I leave out? I don't have to ink everything, the whole ocean black. You know what I mean? So I looked at some Michael Turner and stuff like that. And I did my own little thing, you know what I mean? I didn't just copy his work, you know what I mean? But I just did like hinting at little waves here and there, especially where the reflection of the moon is. I might even hint in the reflection of the moon a little bit if I can. And a colorist, see, that's, you know, a colorist could go in there and do all that now very, very much more, like very easily now. You know what I mean? And this shading super stylized, but that's more like what I was like trying to go for, you know. I still even could blacken a little bit here and there, but if I do, it's gonna be very carefully. Like I'm trying to go with a very light, clear, just very crystal clear, light, kind of fun style. You know what I mean? I want it to be fun. I don't want it to be so dark. I don't want it to be too dark. If I want it to be dark and ominous, then I can go with like the cover. You know what I mean? And be more dark and ominous. And also he just looks. This is dang. Like I nailed this guy. Basically, he's a little older now. I gotta fix his jawline a little bit, but now because I'm not blacking everything out. It's not like, oh, okay, too much black. Gotta add white. Okay, too much white. Now I gotta go over the black again. So I can fix mistakes like so much easier. So I will fix it. I'm probably like, even at this size, it's even small detail like that, I can't see so well anymore. So I've already realized I'm at the age now where this, like, you know, I'm going to do it as best I can. I should use a magnifying glass. They probably use magnifying glasses, you know, but even still, no sense in just sitting there with a magnifying glass trying to draw. You know what I mean? We have computers that I would do that in like the 80s or something, but we have computers now. So, you know, this will pretty much be the final, but every page I'll probably blow up in an editing program and you know, touch it up a little bit, like at super upscale, you know what I mean, and then reduce it back down. You know, work on it really big in a photo editing, just zoom right in on it, and just touch up things. But yeah, this is him in 2031. He would be a little older. You know what I mean? He's already been through hell. You know what I mean? On the run for fighting against the corrupt ass government by himself because nobody will help him. Thumbs up, man, Nebby Lord. Give me a thumbs up, people, if you like it, man. I hope you like it. And this is what I'm going for. So, and paid, this is pretty much done. As you can see, I just got to do a little bit more here. But so I'll be starting page 2 tonight, and with it. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna. It was taking me while doing other things, like 2-3 days to draw and ink a page. Now with this style, if you know, keeping it like this, it's going to take me, and I decided to make his armor a little more shiny and flashy than his armor, just to give it its own, because it's different. Oh, whatever, I don't need to get into it, but I'm going to be able to easily probably pencil and ink a page now in a day. It was taking me 2-3 days to pencil and ink a page, which still isn't bad. So no thumbs up, guys. You're scaring me. 2 people only. Am I getting? I think I'm. People with millions of, or there's dudes with like 200,000 subs going, I think I'm shadow banned. It's like, really? You think so? What about? I'm sitting here showing art. That like pretty much nobody I know can draw this. Nobody I know. Anybody who runs into me, like I would say 99 out of 100 people that run into me can't draw this well. But you know what I mean? But I got a channel on YouTube with under 100 subs. That's weird, man. Oh, even I forgot Sky was even here. I know, dude. How many people do you know that can draw like this, man?
My grandmother could draw people pretty good.
Your grandmother could be the head of Marvel because she's a female now, basically. It's incredible what they've done. Who's streaming right now? This is it, though. This is it. This has the touch. Sky, this new stylized page. Do you like it?
Yeah, I love what I saw.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, that's incredible.
Isn't that cool now?
Very incredible. Very incredible. I love it.
Archangels of Wrath. If you don't know and you're just tuning in, and I'm gonna find a look for Nebulord. Cheap pair of reading glasses from the dollar store. Who said that? Dark Doodle Squatch of Darkness. He used to be Nebulord. Nebulord is a great name, man. Yeah, he's saying I can use it if I want to.
Yeah, oh yeah, he told me that. Yeah, Nebulord, I remember. That's awesome.
But this is what have I been doing? This is what I've been doing. And now I don't have to get all super dark and shade every shade. Yeah, all that shade. Do I crosshatch here? Do I do? No, I don't want to sit around and, when I have time to when I have time, I'm hoping to retire and do comics basically online. And, if I, trust me, every bit of my, dude, people ask me to be their like money trustees and stuff, man. I'm not an unreliable person. So every bit of money that I make, if I put out a good series, like a good Indiegogo or something, I make a couple 150,000. Trust me, I want to have a life, and it won't even go on girlfriends, man. That money will go back into me turning out really good comics. And this is just a style. Like I could do a dark Batman. I have pages of like, I have pages. I don't know, I don't feel like digging through everything now, but I have pages where I can do, all these shadowy dark effects, and I will have darker scenes because, oh man, I've been really getting into basically how the queen is the one that puts out this message to like all the people, doesn't work on everybody, of to save the earth from humanity's a disease, you know what I mean? And that's like what these guys are. That's what, like, if you're part of the resistance, that's what you're up against. And like the true leaders, like the higher, like all the like really demons possessed people, they let this like parasite into them that completely like takes them over from the queen. It's crazy that it all comes from underground and stuff. So that's what this series gets into. It's going to be pretty cool, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to do like these like demon possessed like beings that, basically like vampires or demonic looking things that have powers and stuff, stuff like that. But until then, yeah, I'm pretty much done podcasting because it's a nice day and I'm going to enjoy myself. Take a little breather.
You kicking ass, Stuart.
Oh, Oh, I'm mistaken. That's the old page. I was like, how did I get pencil smeared on my new page? Oh, no, my new page is nice and clean because I'm planning it all out much better and like, it's like I'm leaving out the detail that's not necessary and only putting in the detail that is necessary. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it, dude. Let's chill for a little while. Is the store still open?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks.
What do you want to get?
All right, right on. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah. I'm gonna get some. I might even go get a wine cooler or something, man. I was gonna drink some of that punch until Sean started being a dick to me, man. And I was like, "Fuck you, man." People act like until something happens to them and they got an issue. Anybody else who has an issue, they act. You know what I mean? They act like you're out of line or something like that. And I never cause scenes. You know what I mean? Over there for no reason. You know what I mean? Like if it's just until something happens to them. You know what I mean? Then anybody else who has basically as a perpetual child. That's what I was gonna say. People act like I'm some perpetual. Like if you really got an issue with me shaming so and so, I don't want to bring names in. Loud and clear to everybody because you know what I mean. Because I'm calling evil evil. You know what I mean? And then tell me later. You know what Annette told me? Well, he's just a retard anyway. Right. You understand what I'm saying? In my mind, and there's a world where he's not retarded like that. And he wants some control over his life. He's not neutral because these people are like, oh, I'm neutral. I don't want to get involved over their best friends being completely wronged by usually a female because as soon as you start saying a female did something wrong, everyone's either like, oh, I'm totally neutral on that. Or the white knights want to start puffing up like they're going to start committing violence on you for calling a spade just because there's a female involved. And that's what was going on out there. And I when shit hits the fan, and I'm not going to just try to put men in their place. You know what I mean? When there's no police to call, I'm going to put women in their place too. And if all the white knights you know what I mean? And neutral people got a problem with it then. You know what I mean? It's going to be on for real. You know what I mean? This country, man, you better wake up, people. Anyway, till next time, this is Kingdom Comics. I might even change my comic book name, But, re-showing I did the unspeakable. I redid page 1, and it's not all covered with white out. It's nice and clean and beautiful and pretty, just beautiful inks. Now it's much more conservatively done. I like it much better this way. So thanks for tuning in.